In this video, we are going to be looking at how to convert from order basis to base 10. Now, don't forget we said base 10 is the natural base, and so we represented it as a skyscraper. So you see base 10 as a skyscraper, and then other bases are bungalows. So we have bungalows. Now remember, we said if we are converting from order basis to base 10, it's like a promotion, so you multiply. And then if you are converting from base 10 to other bases, it's like a demotion, so you divide. I hope you can still remember. Now let's take some questions so that we can really understand this topic. Now base 2 to base 10 is like moving from a bungalow to a skyscraper. That's like a promotion, so we multiply. Now look at what we are going to do. We have 101 in base 2. Will be equals to, we'll multiply each of the digits by the base. 1 times 2 plus 0 times 2 plus 1 times 2. Do you understand? Now the next thing we need to do is to rank. So we rank from the last one. 0, 1, 2. Now if you see, we are ranking the base. So it's not that you will say 2 times 1 plus 2 times 0 plus 2 times 1, and then you now say 0, 1, 2. No, you are multiplying by the base, and then you are ranking the base. Is that okay? So now don't forget, you multiply, you rank, then you simplify. So if I will give you the 3 stages on converting from order basis to base 10, the first thing is that you multiply, then you rank, and lastly, you simplify. Do you understand? So let's simplify now. So we have which is equals to 1 times 2 raised to power 2 is 2 times 2, which is 4. Do you understand that? So if we have 2 raised to power 2, that is 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. If we have 2 raised to power 3, that is 2 times 2 times 2. That will give us 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8. Do you understand? So it's not that 2 raised to power 3, you say 2 times 3, 6. No, this is wrong. Do you understand? So if I have 2 raised to power 4, it's not 2 times 4. Instead, it's 2 multiplied by itself 4 times. So we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Do you understand? So it means that 2 raised to power 1 will be equals to 2. Because we are just having 1, 2. 2 raised to power 2 will be equals to 2 times 2. Do you understand? So we have plus 0 times 2 raised to power 1 is what? 2. Plus 1 times 2 raised to power 0 is 1. Now the reason for this is that anything raised to power 0 is 1. Now we can always prove that, but it's beyond the scope of number base. But just know it at the back of your mind that anything raised to power 0 is 1. So it means 5 raised to power 0 is 1. 500 raised to power 0 is 1. Z raised to power 0 is 1. Anything raised to power 0 is 1. Does that make sense? And don't forget, anything raised to power 1 is that thing. So let's continue with this. So we have 1 times 4, 4. Plus 0 times 2, that is 0. Plus 1 times 1, 1. So we're having 4 plus 0, 4 plus 1, 5. So this is 5 in base 10. Now remember, even though I don't put base 10, it's still base 10. I hope you remember that when we don't have a subscript, it's as good as base 10. So our answer here is 5. Now before we go to the next question, I need to kind of clarify this. Now don't confuse this with this. Anything raised to power 0 is 1, but anything multiplied by 0 is 0. I hope you understand. Let's take another question. Now we have convert 1101 in base 2 to decimal. Remember, another name for base 10 is decimal. So it's as good as convert 1101 in base 2 to base 10. Now don't forget, base 10 is like the skyscraper, base 2 is like a bungalow. So we are told to convert from a bungalow to a skyscraper, and it's like a promotion, so we multiply. I hope you've not forgotten. So let's do this. We have 1101 in base 2. We multiply each of the digits with the base. So we have 1 times 2 plus 1 times 2 plus 0 times 2 plus 1 times 2. Now I hope you've not forgotten the steps I told you. Multiply, rank, and simplify. So if you would want to put it like Mrs. Multiply, rank, and simplify. So let's rank. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3. Remember, I told you are ranking the base. So we have 1 times 2 raised to power 3 is 2 times 2 times 2. Not 2 times 3. 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So we have 1 times 8 plus 2 raised to power 2 is 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So we have 1 times 4 plus 0 times 2 raised to power 1 is just 1, 2. So we have 2 plus 1 times anything raised to power 0 is 1. Do you understand? So we have 1 times 8, 8, plus 1 times 4, 4, plus 0 times 2 is 0, plus 1 times 1, 1. 8 plus 4 is 12, 12 plus 0 is 12, 12 plus 1 is 13. So we have 13 in base 10. Do you understand? So don't forget, anything raised to power 0 is 1, then 0 times anything is 0. So 0 is like a bomb. When you multiply by anything, it destroys it and you get 0. Do you understand? Alright, let's take another example. So we have convert 212 in base 3 to base 10. Now in your mind eye, you know base 10 is a skyscraper, any other base is a bungalow. Convert from base 3 to 10, promotion will multiply. So we have 212 base 3. Now I hope you've not also forgotten Mrs. Multiply, rank, and simplify. So we multiply by the base 2 times 3 plus 1 times 3 plus 2 times 3. Next we rank the base 0, 1, 2, then simplify. So we have 2 times 3 raised to power 2 is 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1 times 3 raised to power 1 is just 1, 3. So we have 3 plus 2 times 3 raised to power 0. Anything raised to power 0 is 1. Do you understand? 2 times 9 is 18. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 1 is 2. 18 plus 3 is 21. 21 plus 2 will give us 23. So we have 23. Do you understand? Let's take another example. Now we have convert 100011 in base 2 to decimal. Now this doesn't matter the number of digits. We know that converting from base 2 to base 10 is like a promotion, so we multiply. So can we do this? We have 100011 in base 2. Multiply each of the digits by the base. Don't forget, multiply, rank, and simplify. So we have 1 times 2 plus 0 times 2 plus 0 times 2 plus 0 times 2. Let me rub up this. Then we have plus 1 times 2 and then plus 1 times 2. Do you understand? Next thing, rank. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you understand? So let's try to do this. So we have 1 times 2 raised to power 5. That is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. Do you understand? Plus 0 times 2 raised to power 4. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. Do you understand? Plus 0 times 2 raised to power 3. That is 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 0 times 2 raised to power 2. That is 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Plus 1 times 2 raised to power 1. That is just 1, 2. Which will give us 2. Plus 1 times 2 raised to power 0. Anything raised to power 0 is 1. So we have 1. Do you understand? So 1 times 32, 32. 0 times 60. Remember, when you are multiplying by 0, it's like a bump. So it will give us 0. Plus 0 times 8, 0. Plus 0 times 4, 0. Plus 1 times 2, 2. Plus 1 times 1, 1. So we have 32 plus 0, 32, plus 0, 32, plus 0, 32, plus 2, 34, plus 1, 35. So our answer is 35. Do you understand? So don't forget, anything raised to power 0 is what? 1. Anything multiplied by 0, bomb, 0. I hope you get it. Let's take one more example. So we have convert 141 in base 5 to decimal. So don't forget, decimal is the same thing as base 10. Base 5 is a bungalow. Promotion, we multiply. I hope you get that. So let's do this. We have 141 in base 5. So multiply, rank, simplify. 1 times 5 plus 4 times 5 plus 1 times 5. Rank 0, 1, 2. 1 times 5 raised to power 2 is 5 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Plus 4 times 5 raised to power 1. We just write 1, 5. So that will give us 5. Plus 1 times 5 raised to power 0. Anything raised to power 0 is 1. Do you understand? So we have 1 times 25, 25. Plus 4 times 5, 20. Plus 1 times 1, 1. 25 plus 20 will give us 45. 45 plus 1 will give us 46. And this is our answer. So don't forget, when we are converting from other bases to base 10, we multiply because it's like a promotion. Also, don't forget that when you have 5 raised to power 2 is 5 times 5, not 5 times 2. When you have 2 raised to power 4 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, not 2 times 4. Also, 2 raised to power 0 is 1. In fact, anything raised to power 0 is 1. Then lastly, anything raised to power 1 is that thing, because it's just one of it. I hope you understand.